We are definitely living in some weird times where Yellow Flag, yes, was a little bit more accurate than Tyrone here. The Magnus or Magus or Magnus or whatever, the maggot, the black clown moron man here was like, oh my god, this is a rampage of stupidity. But I will say this, I am actually concerned with some of these changes. I do think making Morph whatever non-binary, it's pretty stupid. This is not really canonical to the character, and that's usually my standard. Is this really working with the canon of the comic books? And I'm going to split it into two pieces, because Tyrone, God bless him, he wasn't just being dumb about Morph. He was just being dumb overall. But let's deal with the Morph issue, which he gets totally incorrect.
Unhappy. Now, Morph was introduced around 92, from what I understand. He wasn't a character. I was reading off and on then. From what I understand, when I was reading the comics, he wasn't homosexual or LGBTQ, non-binary. He was none of that.
Well, for one thing, you complete idiot. Morph was not created in the 1990s. He was created decades before the 90s. And by the way, I'm going to be merciless because I said, oh, I did some research, guys. Well, your research skills are non-existent. You complete clown moron. If you have issues with changing something or an adaptation, not sticking to the comics, that is fine. But why are you injecting an alt-right ideology into the discussion? You have to live with reality. The X-Men, for the vast majority of their existence, are literally woke with a capital W. That said, I think we need to differentiate between woke, which can work or be healthy, or may make sense with that character, versus extreme woke, where we are distorting too much and the story suffers and so on and so forth. Is this extreme wokeness? In my humble opinion, no. Is it questionable? Yes. I think it's questionable to make these changes to Morph for no reason, but there are also canonical concerns, like what version of Morph do we have? This seems like a version of Morph from the Age of Apocalypse storyline, which technically cannot exist. If Tyrone was a real X-Men fan, and by the way, he's invoking the comics, he said, oh guys, I read the comics here and there. You barely read anything, you idiot. Like, you got so many things wrong about Morph, so many things wrong about the X-Men mythology. It's just rampaging stupidity.
This doesn't make it a good idea, okay? Now, she had that short haircut, she had the mohawk and everything. But the thing is, with Disney's history, people know that they're not giving her that haircut.
Am I concerned too? A little bit. But is X-Men now gone because it's woke? X-Men has been woke since what, 1969? What are you babbling about, you goddamn moron? But listen, I've learned my lesson. You gotta play a little bit into this craziness to get traction or to get the algorithm. And hey, that's fine. Tyrone likes money. I like money. But you have to try to maintain some level of seriousness. Otherwise, you are just a worthless clown. And you're also just a cheap imitation of Critical Drinker. You're not being honest. You're being highly deceptive. You're being extremely stupid. But I will give Tyrone this. He's probably that stupid. He's not aware of his own stupidity. So he's done good work in the past with Snyder. But boy, he has declined and declined. He's blocked me on Twitter. He has just gone full insanity. And I understand doing things for money. However, we're in a sad state of affairs where Angry Joe can do a lot of this stuff. His content has declined too, but strangely enough, when he reacted to the trailer of the X-Men, he reacted to the trailer of the X-Men. If you have genuine concerns, bring them up. Stop wasting my time, because if you keep doing it, not only should you be canceled, you should be permanently labeled the greatest evil black clownman of all time.